And our guests this evening, our officers from the Better Globe Group. Among other things, apart from giving out awards, they're also into a lot of really good and noble endeavors. One of which is very important, especially climate change, and they're is very much in, not just globally, but because there's a lot of things that needs to be done in terms of environment, and precisely that is their focus. One of which is to plant as many trees as it is people in this world. All right, and another one is cloning trees in test tubes. Cloning trees in test tubes. Anyway, let's call them in. The chairman of Better Globe Group, Mr. Rino Solberg, and the Professor Stefaan Werbrouck. Rino, take it on the back, on the back. Okay, Stefaan, Professor Stefaan, of course, and Rino. Rino, we're friends already, and he was here a couple of months back. It's good to see you again, my friend.
Thank you.
You're looking good.
Nice to be here.
Nice, you're looking very good.
Thank you.
Oh, now you're just a little casual.
Yeah.
Last time you were here, you were more formal than I was.
That's right.
No,
But I see that you can also be informal. So
oh yes, yeah, I saw you. I wanted to say hello. You were right in front.
When you were dancing, you see.
Yes, but it was rather too late for me because I was in the middle of a song, and when it would seem very awkward if I said, "Oh hi," Rino, in the middle of the song, it would seem that I liked you a little bit too much.
You did a good job too.
Thank you, Rino. And Professor Stefaan, welcome to the Philippines and welcome to the Men's Late Night Show.
Yo, thank you very much.
Good. Are you here on vacation, or I mean, not for a long time, or are you just really based here?
No, just for 1 week I'm here.
Just for a week?
Yeah.
Okay, to study.
In fact, the week is ending. He's leaving tomorrow morning.
Are you leaving tomorrow morning? Oh, that's really sad for us. Sad for us. So how was your stay?
Very well. Yes, I met many people here, and so I was invited here to join forces with the Filipino scientists to help to clone in the test tubes the Filipino trees.
You know, that's very interesting. That's why I'd like to, well, since we'll start with that already, with your indulgence, Rino, right? Test tube trees. It's just something really new to me. Normally, of course, the normal, natural way of doing it is you plant trees in the soil, and, but how is this done?
So the cloning, that's like making a copy of a tree. Man has done this for ages by making cuttings and grafting, but in a test tube...
Oh, grafting, yes.
It's like grafting, it's also cloning, but we can do it now in test tubes. The plants get very small then, and you can multiply very fast, make millions of clones of the best trees.
And these trees still maintain, supposed to be their make, the physical?
Yeah, look just the same as ordinary tree, just roots. It's like a cutting or a raspberry, much faster. Yeah.
It does not diminish in any way or form or substance of the tree, no?
And you can take the best trees, so that's very good. Yeah?
Good. So what happens if you plant a tree, for instance, if you clone them in a test tube? What if they're getting bigger and bigger? Of course, too big for the test tube. What happens now?
Then it pushes out, and like grows out.
It grows out, and you take it out
from the lab, and
and it escapes. How do you contain it?
No, that's just
This
a joke,
one is escaping. Stop him!
Yeah.
No.
Grab it. No.
So what happens? You take it out, and then you
out,
replant it.
and then it's like a baby, and it's premature. It never saw the sun, never had a lift beyond the test tube, and you have to be very soft to it, keep it under protection. After 2 or 3 weeks, it's like a normal plant.
Oh, wow! I mean, have you worked with some of the other scientists here, or the environmentalists here from the Philippines? And then,
yes,
this is entirely new here, I'm sure.
It's not new, but the trees, we need to join forces because it's very difficult and everybody can help.
Well, we were now talking to Rino a few months back about this. I was telling Rino, this is such a noble endeavor of yours. and we're very happy that she chose the Philippines also to have this as a project. So where are we now in terms of global Better Globe group in terms of this goal of yours?
Well, we have been working here for some time to adjust to the systems here and get to know people here. And in fact, last time I was here, we had a meeting with Ramon Pagre, the secretary of ALEJAR.
Right.
Yes, and he really wanted to clone trees because they are not gotten far here in the cloning of trees. So he asked me if we could help them technically to do that. So obviously I thought about the best guy I could think about who has the most experience in cloning trees. We've been cloning trees for Better Globe now for about 5 years. So I said I invited him to come here to meet the people, to meet the university here, talk to the chancellor, the dean, and we have also been talking to business people here who maybe want to invest in laboratories here. So we have done the connection, so we have been the moderator in that respect. And we have got the contact now, so Stefan here at his university in Belgium can keep on doing the work, and we'll just be moderating and helping as much as you can.
Great, great. So right now you're in the process of putting it all together. You started the grassroots for this already, and now of course we have Professor Werbrouck here to initiate all the technical stuff together with the Philippine
Yes, that's correct, because I heard your president wanted 1.5 billion trees, so we have to help him.
Right, right. It's not even possible. 1 billion?
That's a lot, but it will take some years, of course.
Right, right.
1.5 billion, it's really a lot.
How fast is it to clone, for instance, like acacia? Acacia is one of the better trees here.
So imagine a plant growing in a test tube, and after 2 months you get 5 new plants.
In 2 months you have 5 new ones.
2 months later you have 25. Then you have 125. Always 5 times further. So after 1 year, or you have hundred thousands, and then you have millions of plants.
Oh, but when you grow them, do they grow faster or they just grow faster in numbers? There's a difference between growing physically, growing faster, or growing in numbers. You can
in numbers,
replant them as small ones.
That's a good question. They stay small, so they make shrubs, and cut them shrubs in pieces, and make new shrubs. At the end, you end with millions and millions of elite trees.
Wow, that's very exciting, and that's very good for the environment. No, it's, God bless your minds, my friend. You have the minds for this and the energy to do this in the Philippines. Yes, Rino.
Yes, when we went to the university, they said that there are several species here in the Philippines that are almost getting extinct because people are cutting them, and they're difficult to get them back again. So the only way to save those trees and to get many of them in years to come is in fact to clone them. So the timing and the technology is there, and I think we can do a great job together with Philippine people here.
Good, great, great. Thank you. The Philippines being a tropical country, the climate here is very erratic. Sometimes it gets really, really hot, extremely hot, and then another time or another day could be too wet and too humid. Is that ever even a problem in the test tube, or the big task at hand of providing or having a lot of new trees? You know, Professor Werbrouck?
Well, I think he would be the better one to answer, but I can at least answer what I know, and that is that if you brought in new species, of course they have to adapt to the system, so that would be probably a problem. But as we are only going to clone the trees here, or work with the people who want to clone trees here, they are already adapted to the environment, so it's only a matter of getting them from the test tubes into the environment again. That is the only problem. I think you can talk more about that.
So yeah, and what a tree can do, a tree can grab the soil with his feet, with the roots, to prevent erosion, and with the shoots to capture carbon. And it gives us fuel and food and fibers and all kinds of good things.
Alright, so the usual, when you've done that, the usual fertilization or whatever.
Yes,
that you
grow normally like that.
Have you identified any area or location to when you start having all these trees readily available? Like for instance, like 100,000 where you
Yes,
planted?
my colleagues showed it on the map, but I honestly forgot all the difficult names of the islands.
Have you ever, have you gone around like maybe other tree planting activities maybe in Makati or Malate?
I would like to do that, but not this week, no time.
Yes, again.
We went actually to the university, Los Baños, I think it's called.
No, the value.
Los Baños, and we went into the arboretum there and we saw a lot of endangered species. They take a very good care of them. So we went for a walk for an hour in the forest there, and I was very excited, and I think Stefaan was also. And the good trees, the plus trees that are there can be definitely be cloned. So there's a lot to take, but they have to come up with a list of which trees they want to be cloned, and then we can help them to get started.
Right. That's very interesting because for one, I know there has been, it's been implemented or being enforced, the log ban here in the Philippines. I'm hoping it is truly being enforced now, the laws against logging, illegal logging. And as far as I remember, there are a lot of, there's a scarcity of certain varieties or variants of trees which are used for furniture and other stuff. So this is very timely. I think now we can pinpoint whatever the variant that we need, and we can just test tube tree planting, if you will, and have all of those again. Yeah, that's true. So
I would like to come back in 20 years, and I'm...
oh, please not in 20 years, my friend.
I would see then the big trees which were made in before.
Right. Is it even possible that you know we will have all these huge prehistoric trees, if that's even correct to say it, Professor? Like, you know, the big trees that are as big as trucks, and is that even possible to have those again?
It's possible, but it will take 500 years. Yeah.
Another 500 years. Can we not accelerate it since they're test tube trees? No, just still have to
Just the number.
all right. Okay, we'll just pause for a reminder. We'll get back. We're going to have performers from the Better Globe, and then we'll ask some parting shot from our very good friend Rino and Professor Werbrouck. Stay with us in the next one.